Welcome back, my name is Sansal, and this is Let's Play the Guild 3. Now, in this episode, we will continue expanding our dynasty, make it the strongest dynasty out there. Last episode, we could figure out that making silver chains is dollar baby, so that's something we're gonna start doing today. Now, one of the things that I've been told is that the diseases are really getting annoying. So, the best way to deal with it is to get yourself disease protection. That's the first thing you do, okay? Get that. And second thing is you go ahead, grab your character, okay, and if you can't afford it, which you can, it's not that expensive, grab a plague attire. That gives you plus 17 resistance. So basically you're guaranteed to not get influenza, which is a great thing in my opinion. That protects you from 1/3 of all illnesses or possible illnesses. Let's kick these guys. You don't deserve to work here.
Of course.
And have her producing this. Now, one of the other bugs that have been discovered now with the issue of having everybody get sick is that you can actually come across your transporters dying. So suddenly you'll have a plague outbreak, and then the next second your transporter dies, they lose all the inventory, they lose their transportation method, so she would lose her carrying bag, it will disappear, and I will have a pure loss. Now that's a consequence I could live with, because, you know, I mean, I'm making a lot of money, or will be making a lot of money, and especially when I got up my guys and have them using that plague attire, it will save them. Now, here's another tip here's another tip. Now, it's very important you do this. Don't seek medicine help with your main characters. That is stupid. Don't do that. You have access to medicine, proper medicine. So what you do is you grab your character. If you have influenza, you get yourself a herb tea. If you have leprosy, you grab yourself some painkillers. If you have the plague, which I really hope you don't, okay? Please don't get the plague just to test it out. Grab yourself a wonder cure, and you should be safe if you use them properly. Now, you could use a wonder cure if you have, let's say, an influenza. I don't recommend you because the herb tea has about like 100% chance of working on influenza, and it's way cheaper. So generally, don't use a higher tier one because it might actually fail because it's not the appropriate illness. Now, does that sound like shit? Yes, it is, but it is what it is. Now, I actually want to expand a bit into herbalism. And the reason for that is because I know for a fact the Herbalist hut is still OP. And I lied to you guys all along. I told you the Herbalist hut has been nerfed to all hell. It kind of has, but I still love it. It's one of the more stable money makers. You can always make at least 1 or 2K with it. And initially, when you're just starting up, you want to have as much money as possible, and having a stable income coming in from your workers is always super good. Now, you always want to increase your workers and get yourself some of that disease protection. And we're going to have one guy collecting rock relief, and you can guess what the others are going to do.
Exactly where the boundary between genius and madness lies, master.
Now, I don't know what the hell that does.
I'm listening.
Did they get a buff? Actually,
Knowledge is power.
Oh, there you go. Increase hygiene permanent. Let's see. Sure. Resistance. There you go. Okay, so that's a great place to deal with illnesses, I guess. Now, we want to set up a transporter, and we don't want to sell all these stuff, and we don't want to have him purchase anything that we don't want. So we're going to do like this. We're not going to sell herb tea. Well, we're not going to make herb tea, but in case we make it, we're going to have it prepared. Rock lilies, we don't want to sell anything, and we don't want to keep anything in storage. So let's turn that off. Lavender and the bucket of water, put that at 0. And swamp root, that is a good profitable way to make money because you just grab it, sell it. That's it. That's all you do. It's used in making pigs, but that's another story for another time, I guess. And this is not that much money. It's roughly around I'd say like 400 gold each inventory.
What is it?
What is she doing here? She's seeking treatment.
I'm listening.
What? Let's see if we can deal with that, I guess. Let's help them out. I want to be a good guy here.
Someone would like to trade with you.
Get the hell out of here. I ain't selling my stuff. And we're making a decent buck. We can upgrade to the resident title. We're gonna be waiting just a slightly bit more to see if it is worth getting anything else. We could go for the agriculture one, but I don't think that's a good idea. We could go for this. This is not good. No, this is boring. This is not what's supposed to be. And why is it called miller's trade and agriculture here? That's just wrong. Let's upgrade. We wanna get ourselves some bribing so we can get upgraded to citizen title and then finally free citizen, which will unlock some cool aspects of the game like far or trade missions and access to the far trade market, which is a great way to make money, by the way, nowadays. So let's see if we can find one. I'm fairly sure there's one over here. There you go. We don't have access to it right now, but I wish we did. Showcase it, that would be cool. Have you actually? I know a lot of people play the game and sometimes watch my videos, and I want to actually ask, what do you think about the new changes to faraway trade systems or long distance trade routes? What do you feel about them? Do you like the new changes? Do you like how they have set it up? And does it look cool? Like, look at this. This looks awesome. It looks like a fort, and there was a wolf. There's like a wolf yelling at me, just get the fuck out of here, Sand Sandal. You're not welcome around these parts. Okay. Bye-bye, Wolfie.
Stop clicking on me already.
Now we're gonna keep producing these silver chains. We want to make some of that sweet moolah. And here's another important thing that you want to do. Since we don't have school for these kids, we're just gonna send them begging. Is you want to keep in mind that your building can be damaged, and you want to keep on top of that. So you want to repair them when you have them damaged, basically. Now, see, this is one of the things that I really hate on hard and impossible mode. You're gonna get that a lot, okay? So what you want to do is, what I personally do actually, is first thing, I always get myself a weapon. That's always recommended. Second thing, my wife really doesn't generally leave the safety of the workshop, and they don't generally attack your wife, so it is okay to not give her weapons, but you should do that either way. And essentials, you know what, I'm gonna give myself a horse, and I'm gonna give myself a weapon or a gun. This basically ensures that my guy will always live. There's nothing that can happen that could threaten him and kill him at this point. Like, whoever fights against him is gonna lose. Yes, he has negative charisma. He's not pretty to look at, but that could be a weapon of his. Wait, not. I'm not pretty to look at. And that's how he defeats everybody. Now, actually, I was looking at this. I was wondering how this is a thing. A gold ore, or a gold bar, excuse me, sells for anywhere from 23 to 39, depending on the quantity in the market. Okay, to the market, excuse me. So you sell it to the market for that much. Now, to buy gold ore, it's anywhere from 6 to 10. So this is pure profit, like literally pure profit. But the thing is, like with these, wait a second, this is way better than the silver chains. Silver ring is ultimate, is the OP item. The thing with gold ore, you need tier 3 metalworking. But the silver chain seems to be freaking OP. You need less material. You need less material than the silver chain because you need one less. You make more money from this. That's interesting. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. No, I'm actually gonna grab one of these. Poof.
I'm otherwise engaged.
Will never see me slipping. Can I put it on? There you go. I'm pretty now. Reputation bonus. Now, we want to find a politician in our neighborhood, and that's gonna be so hard. I hope not. Let's see. Pick from world. Is there anybody that keeps going by here? Hopefully we can find one. Oh, there is. The mayor actually lives in our district. So that's pretty good. But is she gonna die? I swear to God, if she dies, I'm gonna cry a bit. I don't want to have to go to another district.
I'm a bit busy right now.
It's like, no. Why do you have to die? Let's see. Donate money. Wait, does she live in our district? What is she doing here? You know what? Go ahead for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go get that bribing on. Here you go. Yay, we have
Not great.
bribed somebody. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Now we have another kit that is available for making or begging. Can I have them distract gods though? No, there's no point. Begging.
I don't want to. Will you buy me something nice?
See how much she's getting, because I'm fairly sure she won't get anything unless there's somebody around her to accept the begging, I guess. She's just running around, is she? There you go. Come on, give me some money. That's actually pretty good. For a pretty nice XP and like constant providing of some money, especially for the children since we can't send them to school.
Otherwise engaged.
Kind of expected to lose some reputation, but I guess that's not a thing anymore. Let's go ahead and keep that going. We do not use front store slots.
I'm ready.
Okay, so here we have a situation. She has leprosy, and Diana, no. What are you doing, Diana? Head to the market. What do you have? Oh, thank God, it's just influenza. Oh God, no, not my kids. Drink it. Drink the herbal tea, Diana. No, I might actually get them some items to increase their XP. I think it was which one? This one was the best item, but it is unreasonable, so we're gonna go with this, which is way cheaper. She's no longer sick. Let's give it 3 of these. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but we can always reuse it and give it to another child. Send home. Let's have her beg for more money.
I don't want to.
I mean, my goal is to just have it so all my children live through their child phase, I guess. If they don't, well, it's gonna be a challenge. The other dynasties are also suffering from this, but they have, like, they breed like rabbits. Nothing too stressed about. They're not gonna die that easy. The older you get, though, the higher, lower resistance you get. So that's why you see some of the dynasty leaders dying first, not the kids. The kids usually have a higher resistance from the get-go, meaning that they will survive easier.
Will you buy me something nice?
Actually, let's take a look at that. Yeah, there you go. Because most of the time, these guys have kind of shitty stats. Bye-bye, hornblowers.
Can't help right now.
Guys didn't deserve even living. Come on, man. How could you die in the first 10 years from illnesses that you could not control because it was too broken? Now, you know what? I'm going to switch up to 3 people because it seems like these guys aren't as proficient at their work as they should be. Someone has praised you. Someone has spoken well about it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. What is... These are ghosts, okay? This is not how illnesses look, guys. It's okay, let's be real. This is not what illnesses look like. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Now, see, the thing is, like, you should only put attend to patients when there's actual patients inside, and not otherwise, because if you do that, it will basically keep working on something that's not going to make any money, so you don't want to do that. Yeah, just don't do it. That's bad. Just don't do it. Be cool, don't do it, and you'll be fine. We have 3 businesses unlocked, and does this unlock? Yeah, it unlocks 1 more business for me, so I want to get this as soon as possible, have it going, and especially the send to school option is pretty good. I don't know how useful it would be, but
Congratulations.
let's go ahead and do that.
Your tireless drive
This also unlocks these items or unlocks for ambitions, and there's a couple of ones that are actually pretty good, like this one, plus 10 resistance. Productivity is nice for you and your workers. This is productivity. So basically what it does is makes you better at your work. Now we have a negative charisma modifier because we put on a pretty pretty shitty costume. But I'm gonna get everything here. Unlike these first one is too cheap to like pass by. You just want to get them, okay? Now here's another trick. Get your rogues. These are super cheap. You get +1 dexterity, +1 strength. These, like, if you bought like a special luxury items for it, it would cost you the same amount of money. But this is permanent. This is for your entire family, meaning that every single member of your family will get bonuses here, no matter what. So even if you have your main guy die a couple of times, you always have these bonus stats, and you can ensure that your character is always going to be like at a higher level. Now here's one of those situations I was talking about earlier, where you can have your transporter just suddenly pop and dead, and how that happens is basically when you
Very good, Mom.
exactly you have people that want to get treated, but you don't have anybody attending to patients. I'm part of the problem.
I shall set about my
And
farm.
since nobody's treating them, they just, you know, die. Which is, I guess, an annoying thing for everybody. It's like, god damn it. I feel bad for these guys now. I may actually get this just for the +1 perception, not for anything else. Is there anything else that is worth it? This one is +1 dexterity. That's pretty good, but it's not that important. I'm gonna get the +1 fighting. And you know what? I'm actually gonna, wait just 1 second. I gotta take a look at this. How much does a bat? 1 cloth, 1 wool. Cloth should be under essential. So let's see where the hell that is. It's 19 gold. And how much wool is there in the market? 79. What's going on here? Why is there no wool? Let's see the reason. That's why. You need agriculture 3, which is patrician, which is the next job. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk here. Actually, wait a second. What do you need for the bone bracelet? It should be under black market, right? Okay, no, it's not worth it. I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go with medicine 1. And obviously I'm gonna go for this metalworking one because I'm not stupid. The silver rings are super OP. And we're gonna make sure that we have silver rings on sale. Where the hell are you, silver rings? Oh, you know why it's not showing up? It's because, first of all, this building is now within the within the city district, meaning this cannot be upgraded. We need to be over here to have it upgraded. I think this is considered as a walled off district, but it's not technically walled off. So we're gonna be moving over here any moment now. I have enough to make another business. I'm just gonna wait till I have enough to make the blacksmith from the get-go, and then just delete that one and have another one built over here. I'm gonna keep the herbalist over there, and also the normal workbench over there. So I'm gonna make sure that nothing is gonna be an issue. I said. Now let's have these guys.
Your reputation has diminished.
Oh no.
I really can't get away from here. I'm otherwise engaged.
Yikes. We're gonna go with +1 strength. Again, you might ask me why do you go with strength? It's because if we're gonna, actually I should be doing that right now. If we want to go for a child, having higher strength is actually super advantageous. It's a very good thing for you. Okay, I can't pronounce the word. And there you go. Yeah, see.
Yep.
One of the things for fertility, I think, is actually strength, maybe, or is it just age? It is just character age, but excellent genes is influenced by your strength and intelligence. That's why I generally go for 8 and 7 strength, and the rest are going to be 5s. You should have enough points for that when you reach level 10, because you start getting 2 points instead of 1 point.
You'll be so proud of me.
So the reason why you see me like very happy about the blacksmithing 2 is because we can make silver rings, which are way cheaper to make than the silver necklaces. But the good thing about them is that you actually don't have to. 1 second. Let's see if we can find a good spot here. Oh, there you go. Yes, give me that. And the good thing about them is like, yes, they could technically make me a little bit less money, but they are way better apparently, because you only consume one silver ingot and 1 silver or 1 charcoal, and the silver chain needs 2 silver and 2 charcoal. So let's take a look at this. It is correct. So here's my question: should I go for a new employee set, or should I actually have it so I have my main people working over there? What do you guys think? Post in comments. And that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and do have a good one.